Before we get to some playoff stuff, I did have some F Around Friday stuff I wanted to do.
Okay.
And it wouldn't be Friday without some using the letter F wordplay. And I was like, what can we do today? And I was like, I want to talk about a couple of fast forwards.
Fast forwards.
And mostly Owen Tippett. Ryan Poehling factors in as well. I like the year Ryan Poehling have. I don't, like... I see him as being what he is.
Yeah.
Like, if he's just this from now, cool. If there's something else there offensively, like John Tortorella seems to think there is, even though there's not a ton of evidence of that, cool. But mostly Owen Tippett, and just thinking about, like, what he's going to be for this team moving forward. He's a guy we were hoping to see take a big step forward this year, and I don't know if we necessarily saw that. Now, 28 goals, like, that's all well and good, and he's going to be judged on his goal total. We want to see that go up. But I'm looking at him and his skill set, and he's a big physical guy who's got a great shot, and he is insanely fast. I really think maybe the next step for him is the penalty kill.
Okay.
We saw, when Travis Konechny got moved to the PK, it was like, oh, that's an interesting idea. And then you look how it's worked out. Oh, he uses just his tenacity to get in passing lanes and to block shots, and suddenly, he's on breakaways and scores a ton of shorthanded goals. I think one way to add to Owen Tippett's goal total and get more out of him is to try him in this role. You use his speed, you use his size advantage to get in those passing lanes. He's up top, he's pressuring. If he gets his stick, I always think about like Mike Richards in that role.
Okay.
And it was like, go ahead, try a D-to-D pass. Try to go across and see what happens. If he gets his stick in the lane, it's a breakaway. Mm-hmm. Owen Tippett, if he gets his stick on a puck going east-west, whether it's point to point, whether it's going from the wall to the point, whatever it is, if he gets an interception, he's gone. Like, it's very much the Asante Samuel style of defense. Might he get beat a little bit? Sure. But we're going to score a lot because of it, too. We're going to get extra possessions because of it, and we're going to get shorthanded goals because of it. And I really want to, I really see that as the next step for Tippett.
I'm curious if, because obviously, listen, your points are spot on, obviously, with that skill set, with that speed and that shot as well. But, does he have the willingness to risk the body on the line? That's things Torts likes on that PK.
It is. When we look at his blocked shot totals this year, it wasn't, he wasn't near the top of the forward list. He was right in the middle. It's not like he had none, but I think he had 48 blocked shots or something at 5-on-5, and all right. It's like one every 2 games or something. It wasn't a ton, but I would have never thought of Travis Konechny as, he goes into the corners and stuff. He's feisty. I wouldn't think of him as necessarily a dude that you're putting out in defensive situations.
Yeah.
We're down a guy, and we're going to count on you to play some defense here. I would have never thought that, but I never would have thought that about Ilya Kovalchuk either. And then it was like, he's so good that, when we're just going to use this skill set to get us shorthanded goals.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what they could do with Owen Tippett. Now, it's going to put maybe an extra burden on whoever the center is and the 2 defensemen. But this is a very good penalty kill. That's what we know about this PK, is that it's very good, and it should continue to get better as they add more talent, as the defense continues to grow. I think you can afford, for 38 seconds every penalty kill, let's see if Owen Tippett can go out there and get us one. It's just another weapon we could use.
Yeah, that was another big part of the power play kill last year, is that the fact that, excuse me, they were creating opportunities on that PK, which is obviously helping with keeping the opposing team's power play from getting opportunities. So it's definitely something to look at, because especially remember during that losing streak, that PK got cold a little bit.
Yes.
And it wasn't even just them scoring goals, because obviously when they were hot, when they were at their best, they were scoring goals on that PK, but they were, more importantly, they were allowing goals during that run of bad losses and bad games. So maybe in that type of situation, just kind of throw things and add a different wrinkle to the PK. Putting a guy like Owen Tippett, you can dump and chase and get those breakaways for him. I think it'd be a cool wrinkle to add into there.
When they lost Sean Walker, they lost some of that explosiveness. I know Scott Lawton didn't have a huge shorthanded goal year, but he and TK were a very dynamic duo. If they are to trade Scott Lawton, that's another piece of like the explosive penalty kill you're taking away. I would not mind adding to it. Like Owen Tippett getting some more time shorthanded. Maybe there's some bumps and bruises, but like in a rebuild, that's the point. Like, let's see if he can do it now, and then by the time we're good, he's a weapon at this thing, the way you turn Travis Konechny into a shorthanded weapon. Like, there's some rumors about trading TK. All right, well, now everyone's gone. Like, everyone who made the penalty kill dangerous is now gone. It was Sean Walker, Scott Lawton, TK. I expect one of those two guys traded, and one of them already has been. Like, I enjoy a good penalty kill that can score on its own. It's what made the Mike Richards era of the Flyers so damn entertaining. They had a badass penalty kill. I want to continue that even if we lose some of these guys. I think Tippett is one of the best possibilities in this role.
That was one of the fun parts of last year, is that it was that PK. It was when that run or in the middle of the season when they were scoring those goals. That was a lot of fun to watch, Bill. And they were blocking shots. Like it was tough no stuff that you're watching.
It was a lot of fun watching the penalty kill for a lot this year. And I want to keep that going, even if they lose some of these dudes.
We all silly like the mayor.